Alright, how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A, Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Andersen. I am Zach Andersen. Today we are here at Sage Sound Studios for the 50th edition of Monsters of Acoustic Rock, and I am joined by Charlotte Roth.
Hello.
Hello. So thank you so much for being on the show. I'm going to ask you the difficult questions as long as it has something to do with the letters of your name.
Great.
So we're going to start with C. How do you go about choosing songs for a set list? Do you tend to plan things out ahead of time, rewrite things over and over again, or do you just kind of make it up as you go, change things up on the fly depending on how people react to certain songs?
I would say I always plan to come up with an actual set list, and that rarely, if ever, happens.
Mm-hmm. I
almost always end up changing things on the fly, or I haven't even written anything down and I just come up with it. As an example for tonight, I don't know what I'm going to start with, don't know what I'm going to include, didn't time out half an hour, so it's really going to be flying by the seat of my pants. So that's usually how it goes.
think it works better that way sometimes, though.
Yeah.
I used to plan everything out way ahead, and then I was just like, no.
And it depends on the audience, too. It depends on the venue. You know, some songs just aren't right, and you gotta throw them out. And yeah, I think it just depends on the gig.
Exactly. Yep. And you just released an album.
I did.
Tell me about it.
Okay. The album, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Okay, great. The album is called I Guess I Fucking Care. And it's my first full-length album. It came out back in June. I released an EP that had 4 songs on it, the Sad Girl EP, 2 Februaries ago, I think. And yeah, the full-length album is 10 songs. I wrote all of them myself, but what I really love about the album versus the EP is that I had more friends play on it with me. A lot more collaboration went into it, and so it has a bit more of a fuller sound, which I love. We've made some music videos we made one music video for a song on the Sad Girl EP, and we did a music video for the title, or not the title track, but the track from which the title is included. I Wish I Didn't Care, the first track of the album. And we actually just made another music video. It's an exclusive right now because I haven't technically announced that, but that should hopefully be out in October at some point. But yeah, I really love it. I'm really proud of it. I hope everyone listens to it. It's available everywhere you listen to music. So I guess I fucking care.
All right. Well, I've listened to it several times, and I absolutely love it.
Thanks.
Yep, I'm looking forward to the new music video.
Yes.
All right. And now, if you could give one piece of advice to a musician who's just starting out, what would it be?
Oh my God. Hard to pick just one. I think I would say something that's been coming up a lot because I've been writing more. I'm about to start recording a new project, so there's a lot of, I get really excited about it, and then, huge waves of doubt come in and crush all of my visions. So I would say a huge thing to keep in mind is to not compare yourself to anyone else. Everyone's journey is different and unique to them, and as soon as you start trying to create something based off what you think people are gonna like instead of what you're feeling and what you want to create, it stops being authentic, and takes all the joy out of it, and it's never as good as the thing you actually want to make.
Exactly.
So I would say make the thing you want to make.
That's a great piece of advice.
Thank
you. You're welcome. And what themes or topics do you tend to write about in your songs?
Oh, well, I guess, if the Sad Girl EP title doesn't give it away, I tend to write a lot of sad songs. Even when I try to write something happy. The most recent song I've written, I mean, it wasn't going to be happy, but I didn't think it was going to be like as sad as it turned out to be, and then I kept writing it, and it just ended up being completely tragic. So I don't know that, sad qualifies as a theme, but I feel like I write a lot about breakups that haven't even happened. I have a very vivid imagination. Also, I tend to like if something remotely sad happens to me, I can pretty much like mine into that emotion and write like 10 songs about it. So people will be like, oh my god, like, you know, what is all this about? And I was like, well, I mean, it's kind of about this one thing, but I really made up most of it, and it was just, I just rode that feeling out until I had nothing left, and then you pull things from wherever. But yeah, a lot of breakups that haven't happened, existential crises, that's a big one. You know, the passage of time, what are we going to do about it? It's a lot, it's all of those things, sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
Sad's good. I like sad. And what has been the highlight of your music career so far?
Oh my god. Wow. I guess finishing the album was huge. That also, because that was a long recording process, because the EP and the album, we kind of just did all of those 14 songs together and then split it up. I didn't know how we were gonna divide those up when we started, but we were also, like, Greg, my producer, and I, we were kind of like working around each other's schedules, and you know, it'd be like a couple hours in the morning and then a couple hours like 3 weeks later, and then, you know, if we had a good stretch of time, that was great, then we'd take like 3 months off, and so it was really spread out. So by the time we've, you know, and then I brought other people in, and we had to wait for them to send us their parts, so the culmination of that felt huge, and like finally getting to release something after working on it for almost 2 years felt kind of epic and like feels really good, and it felt like it unlocked a lot of things, you know. I don't know if that's actually true or if it just was like a mental block once it was like, oh, I've released an album. But it's a cool thing to say, and I love that, like, every time I look at it or tell someone about it or hear a song off of it, I'm really proud. So I think that's but I mean, yeah, there's been, we could just talk about that all night. There's so many highlights. I love it.
All right. And I like to end all my interviews with 3 interesting or random facts about yourself that many people may not know.
Oh, okay. Got 3 interesting facts. I am left-handed.
All right.
Everyone's surprised when I tell them that, and everyone who knows that also like forgets. So when I say, or if they see me writing something, they're like, "You're left-handed?" I'm like, "Yeah." The coolest people are, obviously. Yeah, I'm left-handed. I love film scores.
All right.
Nerdy about it.
Do you have a favorite?
Always have. No, God, I couldn't pick a favorite. Really depends what mood I'm in. You know, there's just too many to pick from. And I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd.
Okay.
Yeah, love it.
What
Die
house?
Hard. Ravenclaw. Okay. I'm Ravenclaw. Yeah.
So hesitant about that.
I know. Well, when I took the quiz, I was like, that can't be right. And then I was like, well, because I was like, I'm just not that smart. Like, I just don't, that doesn't seem like the correct. But then I remember that Luna is in, do you
I'm not too big.
You're not too big into it. Never mind. But there's like a really quirky character who's like really weird and just, no, she doesn't really fit in anywhere, and she's in Ravenclaw, and I was like, okay. I get it. It makes sense, but yeah.
Well, I know some Hufflepuff, but...
Yes, that tracks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Of course. If you'd like to check out more of Charlotte Roth, please visit the link below. And now we'll cut to a performance from Charlotte. So thanks again, we'll see you soon.
I think too much. One more night dreaming of your sweet touch. One more night just like the 100 before. One more night wondering what it's all been for. And I don't wanna lose this sad and breezy thing I got. So I keep it all to myself, all my contradictory thoughts, that maybe we could be something. Maybe if we stop trying to play everything so Or maybe we could not. Maybe we could. Sometimes I think too much. Do you ever even think of us? Do you ever even think of me? Spend your nights contemplating all the possibilities, and I don't wanna lose this light and breezy thing we got. But I think I'm losing my mind a little every time I stop and think that maybe we could be something. Maybe if we stop trying to play everything so cool. If I could tell you how you make me feel all day long. Maybe we could be something. Stop shutting down every time. Stop hiding out behind everything and let me speak your mind. 'Cause maybe we could be something. Maybe if we stop trying to play everything so cool. If I could tell you how you make me feel a whole day long. Oh, then maybe we could be something. Or maybe we could not. Maybe we could not be anything. Or maybe we could be something. Only if you want to. I don't really care. Totally not gonna go home and write a song about it. But if you don't say anything, I'm not gonna say anything either. So I guess I could just leave. I don't really want to. So I'm gonna wait for you to make the first move. 'Cause I don't know how to appropriately express my feelings. And obviously you don't either. Maybe that's why we're together. But we're not together, so it doesn't matter. I never know how to end this song when I play it live, 'cause I start this whole improv banter thing.